Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way. I'm Deb, of course, and it's another hashtag Tea Tuesday. Welcome. I am having my Pepsi Zero right now. Very good. We're having a little bit of a hot spell lately, actually. It's very sunny, a little humid, but there is a breeze out there, so it's not too miserable. Not yet, anyway. So maybe, well, this is real spring type weather. Maybe we're over winter now, but I understand there are other parts of the country that are still experiencing some winter snow. Hang in there, spring is on the way. I wanted to, first of all, share some mail with you that I already opened up. I was expecting it. It's mail that I've received from Missouri Star Quilt Company. I belong to their channel and I watch several of their videos and I get ideas from them too on what I want to do, but this is the first time I've really ordered from them. I got 2 patterns, I'll show you in a minute, but also in the package I got a little thank you card, which I thought was really neat. And then they want me to share my feedback on, you know, what I've received and how I received it. I was surprised by that. But I was even more surprised to find this. It's their sticker. I thought, how cool. I didn't know that was coming. But now, I don't know if the camera will go bonkers with this pattern, but this is the first one I got. I like that pattern. It reminds me of a quilt that, I wonder here, if I put my hand behind it, does that make it any better for focusing? But when I was growing up, we had a quilt. I don't know where my mother got it. I'm sure she never made it herself. She wasn't a seamstress of any kind. But it was made of little squares like this. And when I saw this pattern, I thought, well, you know what? This could be a scrappy quilt. And it reminds me of something that I grew up with. So I got that pattern. And then I recently did some pinwheels for that Pioneer quilt I did all last year. And I bought a pattern booklet for that. I like that pinwheel. This one is a little bit different. You actually have blocks that you put together to form the pinwheel. So I'm going to give that one a try. When, I don't know, but I will give it a try. Because right now I'm working on my little PJ set. I'm a slow sewer, or sewist, however you want to say it. So it's taking me some time to do that. Plus I've been busy doing a lot of other stuff because we are actually getting ready to take a little road trip. Staying within Florida, of course, but we'll be taking a little road trip. So I've been busy cleaning and straightening and grooming Ginger, and I don't know, I'm just getting the house ready for us to be gone. You know, we're gonna come back to a totally clean house, okay? Clean and comfortable. So anyway, I've been busy working on things like that. I haven't done a lot of sewing, but I did a little prep work because the other day I actually cut the pattern out. Let me show you the pattern I'm working with and the fabric that I chose to do it. It's all cut out, ready to go. When I come back home, I'm gonna start sewing. But here, let me show you what I've got going so far. We're just making a quick stop here in my sewing room so I can show you that I did get started on this pajama set. And this is a pattern. It's by Indigo Junction. And the pattern number is IJ1166. I got it at Sewing Studio. That's the only other place I've seen it. I mean, that's the only place I've seen it. But I saw this pattern and I like it. So I'm making the short pant set of it, because that's how much material I had. And I had pre-bought the material. I'm using up what I had. So this is the, I don't know what it is. This is the back. But I like that material. Hopefully you can see it. It's just white with blue flowers on it. It's just going to be plain and simple pretty much, you know, but I did buy this material specifically for, well, for nightwear, for a nightgown actually, but I'm going to make my little pajama set out of it and see how that goes. So I just wanted to show you what I've done. I've only cut it out. Sewing will come later. I think it's going to be really comfortable and nice for the summer months especially. So you will see that finished. Not modeled by any means, but you will see it finished soon. Okay? And before I go any further, I want to just mention, I was thinking of foregoing the Tea Tuesday for this week because I was so busy doing stuff around here and I wanted to finish grooming Ginger. She had a bath the other day and I just finished grooming her. I groom her in stages, especially if she hasn't been groomed for a while. It takes me a little time to finish her up, but I did finish her today. You know what? Let me show you that one right here. Well, I decided it's time. Somebody needs a bath. I started wetting her down and I thought, I'm gonna video this. The little munchkin getting a bath and grooming. Let's get to it. I may have to take a hairdryer to her. She's kind of shaken, even though she's in the blanket. Let me get her warmed up. A couple of days ago, you saw where I was bathing Ginger, and then I let her kind of air dry a little bit, and then I took my blow dryer and dried her hair. That night, I did take scissors to her and trimmed up a little bit. She has had, she knows she's going to get some more hair, so she's a little worried. But I did take scissors to her over the last couple of days. Just, I basically, well, she really needed a grooming quite badly, but I basically trim her, and then I go back over her, and I find areas like this that need to be trimmed a little bit more. Didn't catch it on the first time. And I just kind of do a little tweaking here and there. This is the last time I'm going to tweak her though, for this time. She's looking pretty good to me. But yeah, I do have a little brush. I really should be doing this instead of pulling it up with my fingers, but I still need to just kind of tweak a little bit. This is her summer grooming. Her coat was quite long, and I've taken quite a bit off of her. Each time that I've actually had a little grooming session with her, I've taken quite a bit of coat off. Well, she doesn't have that much left to take off, so this is going to be the last session for sure. And I'm sure she'll be very glad to hear that, aren't you? Except she can't hear anymore. But you'll know this is the last session. Yeah. So, let me see here. Turn you around. I think she won't stand up straight anymore for me. She just really doesn't like this anymore. But it has to be done, you know, and she feels so good when it is finished. Yeah, she's looking really pretty good. Not too much to tweak here. And I am not a perfectionist by any means. It's just that after her coat has time to relax and, you know, she's moving around a little bit more, I see areas where, whoop, there's a clump of hair I missed, you know, I need to get that. And then I'll go back over it. Or I'll see something that just needs to be smoothed a little bit more, like I'm doing now on her leg hair. And no, I am not a professional groomer by any means. I just kind of started grooming Ginger on my own, several years ago. I watched her groomer. I went to Ginger was even in some dog shows herself when she was younger, you know. So I had to groom for those. And I've just kind of groomed her on my own over the years. She hasn't complained too much, but in her later years now, she wants to be left alone for some reason. So I don't groom her nearly as much as I used to. Yeah. Almost done with the girl. Yeah. Almost done with her. She won't even stand up on the table here like she should. Yeah. When she's groomed up very nicely like this, she's like a little teddy bear. Nice and, here, I did miss this one. A clump of long hair. But this is her summer do. Yes, it is. And I will, except for trimming it up every so often, this will be the last time I'll trim her up for the summer, you know, so much. And then I'll let her grow her coat for the winter. Yeah. Let me get that. Are you about done? Hey, let me sit you down. Ginger, sit. You know, people like to look at your face because you're so cute. Yes, you are, my little girl. Yes, you're such a pretty girl. Yeah. See, tell the people, I'm ready for this to be finished anytime. I want to go back to my nap. I think I'm done. Ginger says, whoops. Have you had it? You've had enough. I can tell. Hang on. Yeah. This is a girl. She's had enough grooming for this go around. So I'm gonna let her off the hook. I'm finished. She's done. Yeah, you should have seen how fast she ran away. So she's looking pretty good these days. Nice and clean. She'll be going to the dog sitter while we're away. And she always has fun there anyway, because the dog sitter has a couple of dogs of her own the same size as Ginger. And they play and play and play. So, what else has been going on around here? Well, quite a bit actually. And maybe that's why I'm so tired too these days, because some of you know, some of you don't know yet. Oh my goodness, there's a hawk out there. Boy, what did he catch? Okay, I just witnessed a hawk out there, a brown one. I call it a hawk. I don't know what it is, but they sit on the fence in the back here. Like, I'm in the family room overlooking the pool, and I can watch them out there on the fence. And this one flew down into the yard, so I figured he got something, and he did. Probably one of our little lizard friends out there, but at least it wasn't a squirrel. And he kind of flew off. But I'm going to show you the film footage here that I took, just a week or so ago, and of what these hawks look like. And the one that I took got a video of, is a young hawk. But this is what we have to watch out for when we take Ginger outside. And Ginger does not go out unless either I go with her or William goes with her. It's just too dangerous. Hawks that size that I saw the other day, and this one today, it could have been the same hawk. They're small birds, but they could easily take something like a 4 or 5 pound dog or cat or animal, you know. So you got to watch your pets down here because of them, because if they're hungry, they're going to go for it. But anyway, let me show you this video that I caught the other day of the hawk in my backyard. I always talk about how when we let Ginger outside, one of us is there with her. Well, this is exactly the reason. We have vultures and we have hawks. He's just sitting on our back fence here. Let me see if I can even get him up closer. He's not a real big one. I'm in a pool screen. Let me see if I can get out. There he is. Yep. Looking for food. They're pretty birds, but I really don't like them in my backyard. And that is what we watch out for, that we protect Ginger from. So, now what was I saying before I was interrupted by that hawk activity? About what has been keeping me busy in the past week or so as well. And some of you already know what it is, but I didn't announce it like I did last year. Last year was a turning point, a big turning point. But this year was just kind of like, okay, you made that turning point and now you're just kind of on the downslide, I guess. But my birthday happened over the weekend, and it was actually on Easter Sunday again this year, which I can tell you that I remember I was either 10 or had just turned 11, like 60 years ago, when my birthday was on Easter Sunday back then. It hasn't been on Easter Sunday since that I can remember, but I do remember that happening. And now once again, it fell on Easter Sunday this year. So for a week beforehand, yeah, we were kind of celebrating in our own way, okay? We had lunch and dinner out with friends and family. We had quiet times at home. Because of friends and family this year and all the events that I've shared with friends and family, it's been a wonderful birthday this year. It really has. And I appreciate everybody's consideration, the gifts that I received and that I cherish, and the love that was shown me. You know, It's been a wonderful year. You know, maybe as I get older, I just kind of look at birthdays as, you know what? Cherish every year that you have, make it the best, you know, make it the best that you can. And that's what I'm doing. Outside of that, you know, we're like I said, getting ready for an upcoming trip. And I will share details of that with you when we get back, of course. It's just a little getaway. We don't do much traveling out of state anymore, not since the pandemic, unfortunately. But as of even just today, the mask mandate was lifted for air travel. So that's good news. I could not imagine wearing a mask for any length of air travel whatsoever. You know, they kept telling us in the beginning that, you know what, there's no problem in having a mask on all the time. You know, well, you know what, there is. It was always very difficult for either William or I to have a mask on for any length of time. So no, I really didn't look forward to any travel where we had to wear a mask all the way. So now that they've lifted the mandate, who knows what's going to happen. We just might have to go somewhere. We'll see. But anyway, until then, I think that's about it for this time, actually. Hope you're all having a good one out there. You take care, and I'll be talking to you again real soon, but for right now, it's going to be bye for this Tea Tuesday. And I do want to thank everybody that did find out about my birthday without, you know, well, Facebook kind of announces it too, but for everybody that wrote a message to me, that I appreciate your thoughts and your well wishes, okay?